Thank you for listening to the Varsity Sports Show. Our mission is to empower education and enable dreams, creating a platform to promote young people in extracurricular activities and community outreach. If you are interested in partnering up with the Varsity Sports Show, find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or call or text us at 480-779-9437. The Varsity Sports Show, Arizona's home for youth, high school, college, and you.
Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
German? Forget it, he's rolling.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on! Hey!
KTUS AM 1060 Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix is home for the Dan Patrick Show.
This program is paid for by the JV Sports LLC and its partners.
You're listening to the Varsity Sports Show, home of Arizona's youth, high school, college sports, and you. Empowering education and enabling dreams. Right here on KDUS AM 1060 in Arizona. And now, welcome to the Varsity Sports Show.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Vince D'Alicio, and we are in some familiar digs. I'm joined by a special co-host today, as well as a couple of other gentlemen, back where it all started, back on the old stomping grounds in our graduation special. We try to do a graduation special every year, right around this time, obviously to coincide with the theme of graduation. We are at our old high school, Camelback High School, and I am joined none other than one of my old teammates from high school, good friend of mine. He is a regular contributor to the Varsity Sports Show, the Beachin' with Beal segment. We'll talk more about that a little later. Mr. Mike Beal. Mike, how you doing?
Really glad to be here, Vince. Thanks.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Or Beachin' with Beal. Random thoughts from a real Orange County, California surfer guy, Mike Beal. The opinions expressed during this segment in no way represent those of KDUS AM 1060 Arizona, the Varsity Sports Show, its host, or its listeners.
All right, so, and obviously you guys at home caught all that. So we do this segment, and it's got some traction. I didn't think it would, but it's gotten to be pretty popular, Mike. I mean, it's a surfing report because obviously people in Arizona want to know what's going on in Southern California week in and week out. So we have our roving reporter on the ground, Mike Beal, who happens to be joining us here in the gymnasium at Camelback High School. But Mike, that segment started off as just kind of like a joke. You know, it figured you'd call in, you'd spend about a minute or so giving us some kind of a surf report, and then the other 5 minutes of the segment you'd spend kind of insulting me, and it's built up traction. People enjoy the insults.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've noticed it has become popular as people have asked me for autographs and sent me pictures of them huddled around their radio in the car.
Yes,
there's
of
been
course.
a lot of talk on the internet about that.
All right. So anyway, this whole show is going to basically be a Beachin' with Beal report today. It's like we're back being 12 years old again, with trading insults with each other. But we are also joined by a couple of special gentlemen here. The brand new head basketball coach at Camelback High School, Glenn Ellis, and the football coach at Camelback High School, Mr. Brandon McNutt. Gentlemen, Coach Ellis, Coach McNutt, how are you both doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Anytime we're here at Camelback High School, and listen to you guys talk about it, it just brings the passion. So this is my home away from home.
That is great. Coach Ellis, what about you?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Just sitting here with Mike, I think we just became best friends. So.
I think you guys did. I don't know. I think you guys are buddies now. But the fact that, Coach McNutt hooked us up with jerseys this morning and T-shirts and all kinds of gear. And Mike's wife, Kenny, is wearing my old jersey from high school, because she idolizes me. And it's just been a regular love fest. And then our old friend Rob Maggs, who's sitting off in the background over there, I don't know, doing something over there. And so anyway, let's talk a little bit about Camelback. So Coach Ellis, let's start with you. So this is a brand new gig for you. You're a West Side guy. You're bringing that West Side mentality to the East Side of town. Tell us about Camelback High School's basketball program.
Oh, right now we're coming in. We're going to be very young this upcoming season. We have a nice group of young freshmen and sophomores that are going to be contributing up in this next season. So we're going to be relying on some of our young guys to really step up, play hard, play smart. So we're going to have to do a lot of different things to, compete with these teams out here.
Now, I can tell you in past years, and correct me if I'm wrong, past years meaning, 10, 20 years ago, the feeder programs into Camelback weren't always that strong because I had come back frequently and I was coaching here for a time and did some PA announcing here but that is something you're really working on. What do you have going on this summer?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Yeah. So as far as, helping our feeder program and, developing some talent, we have some club basketball opportunities that we've brought to Camelback. We're going to be bringing a middle school basketball league here every Wednesday in June. So we'll have a lot of middle schoolers here on campus playing basketball, having fun, getting to know us, teaching them, showing them the right way to play basketball. And then also we're going to be having one of the biggest middle school basketball tournaments coming here in Camelback in 2022. So
Mike, I know that you're a big basketball fan, and Coach Ellis threw you a basketball. You were out here trying to dunk the ball in your flip-flop sandals and weren't very successful at it. But what do you think of what Coach Ellis is trying to build here?
I think it's great. I wish I was a middle schooler playing every Wednesday over here in the gym. This gym is really great, and yeah, it sounds excellent.
But let's be realistic. Do you honestly, Coach Ellis, would you have taken Mike on your team, or would he have been one of the first cuts?
He might have made it to the second cut.
As a manager,
he'd been the second cut, yeah, because he has a great personality.
Personality, it's all about personality.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we look at that.
All right. So Coach McNutt, let's talk a little bit about football. Now, the biggest difference between last year and this year is out there. What happened out there?
Oh man, let me tell you something. Always puts a smile on my face. They put a lot of money into our field. So we got a new artificial field. We got the orange end zones. I mean, it's just something you got to stop by and see and admire. It's a huge selling point. Not only did they do that, they put in a new track for us, and they're upgrading our box. So that should be helpful for you.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? So things might be working a little bit better.
Awesome.
But I always tell it sells itself.
Yeah.
So if you come out and look at our field, I mean, I can't keep people off of it.
Yeah. So it is amazing because there was a big bond election in the Phoenix Union High School District the last couple of years. And so they've allocated dollars toward refurbishing the fields. You've got brand new turf field out there, brand new attitude. You're going back to the throwback jerseys for your uniforms. Mike is wearing his old 74, which was pretty clean when he played here anyway. It never got dirty. So it's nice to see again. It's a nice clean jersey for him to kind of continue that legacy. And you have to remember, whoever you put on that jersey is the kid that never plays. Make sure the disgruntled kid whose parents are always going to show up and ask, why isn't my kid playing? So that is Mike Beal, right, Mike? So,
but they have to have a good personality, though.
Good
right?
personality. Yes, it's all about personality. Yeah, right. So Mike is just fitting right in here today. So, Coach, what else do you have going on? You've got 7-on-7. You've got some summer things going on. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, no, just to follow Coach's lead here. Coach Ellis is with his youth programs coming in. I shout out to ours. I mean, we got the Phoenix Dragons. They are a top A class feeder. I mean, from top to bottom, from side to side. Yeah. I've been utterly impressed with the coaching staff, to how they run their program, to everything. And they're our feeder school, here. So and actually their coaches are coaching on my staff, on my freshman staff. So it's an easy transition. And then from there, like I said, our youth are here from Tuesdays and Thursdays during the summer. At the same time, I think they're here from 5 to 7:30 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But they're more than welcome to show up when we're here as well, because we're a Spartan family. So, we like to train everybody.
Well, one thing that's interesting is you've got a theme this season every week of the season, football season. So your opening game, no slouches, a lot of history there. The Trevor Brown Bruins will be visiting on September 3rd, Friday night, and that's the grand opening. So that'll be your theme. It's grand opening. It'll be a party-like atmosphere that night. And then throughout the season, what are some of the other themes that you have going?
So we got the armed forces. So we're going to have a theme for every home game.
Okay.
So for the next one, we'll have an armed forces. We're going to have, of course, breast cancer awareness. Of course, homecoming and senior night are huge for us, especially senior night. We want to honor these seniors and their parents for all the hard work they put. So we're developing that as it goes. But the first one will be Trevor Brown. It's our grand opening night. Are breaking out our old school jerseys. Even we're getting theme socks, so we're getting the nice tube socks with the stripes. So we're going old school.
Mike, do you remember when we made the playoffs in '87? What Coach Kellen told us back then? Because he compared us. There was that big comparison to St. Mary's and how for the playoffs they always got pants, the gold pants.
Yeah, the gold pants.
What did Coach Kellen tell us?
He yelled it at us. As a matter of fact, right before the game, he goes, "Spartans, I can't give you pants, but I can give you socks."
So we got socks. We got the playoff socks. I think I still have mine somewhere. So, and ironically, we opened the playoffs against St. Mary's, and they ended up, we got a thrashing that night. But it was competitive for a little bit. But we got the socks. So anyway, that was nice. So Coach, we're excited to come back. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Mike and I will come back. Maybe you'll do a little shout out to, you'll do a special theme night of guys that never played night and have Mike Beal out here. And so that should be fun. Coach Glenn Ellis, Camelback boys basketball, thank you so much. Good luck this season. Coach Brandon McNutt, Camelback Spartans football, continuing the legacy. Thank you so much, Central High School class of
93.
93. You're a young pup. Okay, so we're celebrating the class of '89. Coaches, thanks again for allowing us access to the gym, and we look forward to coming back frequently.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
See you around.
Yes, love having you.
All right. Okay, so folks, stick around. Joining us on the next segment, we are going to be back with the Varsity Sports Show. We'll be joined by Canyon View High School principal, Mr. Philip Nowlin, great guy, a sports guy, and we're going to talk a little bit about Canyon View and how their year was and everything else, and also be joined by a surprise guest from the Canyon View coaching staff will be joining us as well. Coach John Jacobs, the softball coach out there. So be fun. Folks, stick around. Thanks so much for starting your weekend off with us here on the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Vince, joined by my friend, the Beachin' with Beal roving reporter, Mike Beal. Mike, man, it's going to be a great show.
I'm very excited.
Yes, you look it. All right. Okay, thanks again, folks. We'll be back here on the Varsity Sports Show after the break. Stick around. Go Varsity.
And when the team goes for to win, it's with the heart that knows our feet. Victory is me, so come on and give your all for victory.
Catch the Doug Gottlieb Show weekdays from 1 to 3 p.m. right here on KDUS AM 1060 and online at KDUS1060.com.
Are you unable to do the things you love? Do you know your daily habits could be better to enhance your quality of life? Are you suffering with chronic pain or chronic illness and can't find the right solution that works for you? Fix Body Group was created so you have a team of professionals to help you achieve your health goals and get you back to doing what you love again. In Scottsdale, go to fixbodygroup.com or call 480-795-5329. Fix Body Group, proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show and Fitness Minute with Tyler Mayer. You about a good friend of mine named Bob Jenkins. Bob is a Marine Corps veteran. Bob and his younger brother DJ own Vets Built